Here's the book of Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 1. Hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand. Learn ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. For power is given you of the Lord, and sovereignty from the highest, who shall try your works and search out your counsels. Because being ministers of his kingdom, ye have not judged aright, nor kept the law, nor walked after the counsel of God. Horribly and speedily shall he come upon you, for a sharp judgment shall be to them that be in high places. For mercy will soon pardon the meanest, but mighty men shall be mightily tormented. Infinite praise, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the men that taught us, all right, in truth and in doctrine, all right, that rule well in the nation of Israel. Shalom, Barakatham to the elect, and shalom to the brother Shem Yar tuning in. Yabashem Shabakatah. So, going into this lesson, it was inspired based off of, I'm gonna be like somewhat in transit, but yeah, I wanted to get that precept, clear that precept because, as it says, hear therefore, O ye kings, right? So that precept is pertaining to those that be in power, whoever they may be. All right, because we know, as it is written, Proverbs 21 and 1, the king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh. So that means that the Heavenly Father determines who rules. And this lesson was also inspired off of a quote. This is from Game of Thrones, House of Dragon, which is a show on HBO Max that came out. All right, popular show. Most of you brothers, I'm sure, know about it. It's definitely good to check it out. A lot of spiritual things in there that they put. But one part of the show, spoilers if you don't want to, if you don't want it to be spoiled. I don't really think I'm gonna spoil much, but brother might want to check it out. So yeah, there's one part of the show where this the queen's son, she was the wife of the king, and the king passed away. So one of his sons takes the throne, but it's confusion as to who he wanted to really take the throne after him, right? Which is his fault because he's a fool for not making that clear. But anyways, you had this one king. She had the widow that was left after the king died. She had two sons, Aegon and Aemond, and Aegon is the king that he's pretty much like an unassuming king. Like he didn't even want to really be that. He was really a fool. He was hanging out, as they describe in the show, with the whores and the lick spittles. Pretty much being a delinquent. And basically what ended up happening was, power vacuum, the king died, and then they misconstrued and believed that Aegon was the one that was meant to be king. So then he's just having a series of mishaps. He's not fit to rule. He's an idiot. He's not judging aright. He's doing things that's leading to more conflict and more turmoil. And his counselors don't respect him. He's the king, so they do have to kind of show him some kind of reverence, but it's all face value. And his mother's having a conversation with him, like breaking it down to him, like because he's distressed. He's like, oh, they don't respect me. They don't respect me. Oh, my counselors don't respect me. What's going on? I don't understand this. Da da da. And here it is, like, bro, they don't respect you because you're a fool, and they don't respect you because you're not worthy to have the crown, bro. And everybody around you can see it. And his mother even told him that. His mother breaks it down to him and basically says, this is the quote that I got the lesson from, like, the crown alone. Do you think that the crown alone makes you wise? Because the dude was full of himself, puffed up. He's putting all these people to death, creating tension with his own population. He doesn't know how to rule. He's not wise at all. So he's a fool, And it reminds me of like Esau, and also it reminds me of Esau and also wicked jakes that are in high positions, because the scripture can be applied to both. But we're going to get to Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 7. For he which is Lord over all shall fear no man's person, neither shall he stand in awe of any man's greatness. but he hath made the small and great, and careth for all alike. You see, so the Lord is not in awe of any man. He's the one that puts man in a position to rule. Okay, the Lord is not, he's not impressed by Esau's antics. Just like Aegon in the show, his mom's broke it down to him that, basically he was like, well, what can I do? And she was like, pretty much just shut the fuck up, which was crazy out of order for her to even say that. He's still the king, but she was kind of right in a sense, because he was fucking a lot of shit up. He put the rat catchers to death to try to avenge something else. I don't remember exactly the circumstances, but he was doing a lot to anger people, and he went into battle. So after he has that conversation with his mom, he goes into battle like a fool on a dragon. He has a dragon. He has a certain measure of power, but he doesn't know how to utilize it. And that's the same with Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Esau been put in this position of power, but he doesn't know how to utilize the power properly. So having the crown, having the position doesn't make you that man. At the end of the day, many people are in positions, all right, that they're really suited for, but they're in that position. And that goes for companies. You got CEOs. And then you wonder, like, why did the company, come to naught? Because you didn't have good rulership. You didn't have good leadership in the company. You see, you didn't have somebody that was willing to make those tough decisions. At the end of the day, you didn't have somebody that was willing to use discernment, that was prudent, that was wise. Wisdom of Solomon 6, I think it also mentions, let me see. It mentions, yeah, so look, this is the good one. Wisdom of Solomon 6:20. It says, therefore the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. You see? So it's the desire of wisdom, and that's what brings into rulership. But to desire the crown alone, and to have the crown alone, and that's what Esau's always been, a power-hungry maniac, but he has no desire to possess the qualities that actually make you a proper ruler of the earth. You see? He has no desire to learn the way of the Lord, because it says here, I'm going to jump to the 18th verse, and love is the keeping of her laws, and the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption. And Esau doesn't give heed to that. So he talks about love, love, love in this kingdom, but there is no love, because love is the keeping of the laws of the Lord. Because by that, you will not defile your neighbor. You will not go into your neighbor's wife. You will not be a thief and idolater. You will, to the best of your ability, maintain the righteousness of the Lord and follow the laws, right? But Esau doesn't do that. Okay, Esau has no limitation. Esau's the no limit nigga, like brothers say, right? Sirach 10:1, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. And this is evidence that he's not a wise man. Scrooge McDuck. Right, Scrooge McDuck with the lick spittles, man. Lick spittle is a crazy term that they have in that show. This shit is funny as hell. They be having some funny moments in that show, and the way they die be funny too sometimes. But you be serious too, but you be laughing at these people. Hey, the scriptures say we will laugh at their calamity, right? Like when Aegon died, he was in battle, and his brother came with the big. His brother got the biggest dragon, and his brother came and acted like he was really getting at somebody else's dragon, but he was really going at him. Hey, that's the spirit, brother. That's what I'm reading right now. All right, so we could. I'm gonna read it again. Sirach 10:1, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell there. And so the fact that Esau, your subjects, the people of your kingdom, are, got hot pink wigs on, all right, chopping their members off, okay, changing their gender, okay, becoming a transformer, all right, changing the plumbing, so to speak, all right, you got a bunch of PDF files, you got a bunch of just sick freaks out there. That's all a reflection on you, okay? Because Esau thinks he could create all this chaos and then stand back and say, oh, but look what these people are doing. It has nothing to do with me. But you're the one that's encouraging them and setting up a society and pushing the vibration for them to be satanic and evil and wicked, man. So you're going to have to pay for that. So the crown alone, the fact that you're in the position of power, you know, the scriptures talk about the high ones that are on high, man. So you are in that high seat. The dominion over the earth is a heavy office to have. The other nations don't even have that. Elam, Moab, you know, and they be going the hell off too. But Esau, you've been given, all right, the top position of rulership on earth. And look at what you have done with it. Look at how the earth is, man. Completely destroyed, man. Completely decimated, man, under your rulership. And that's evidence of you. That is a bad reflection on you. Yahweh Shem Yahshua thumb to the brothers right now. Shalom to the brother Marakab. Yahweh Shem Yahshua. I'm gonna get this from the brother. Yasharala 144 put Psalms 53:1. The fool have said in his heart, there is no God, corrupt are they, and have done abominable iniquity. There is none that doeth good. Right. Okay, so that's this kingdom. Esau, you know, the way he moves is there is no most high. There is no top judge that's going to judge him in the end. You see, and that's how the most high hides himself, you know, from men. It's not like the most high is just somewhere on earth where people can go to worship him. You know, you have to worship him in faith and in spirit. Okay, but and that's all a setup too, because since he is an invisible power, you can't see him. You know, but he's his evidence. The evidence of the Lord and his spirit is throughout creation. You see, you don't need to see, and honestly, you know, you don't want to see him. He's a fearful power, man. We don't want to see him. You know, now in the kingdom, it'll be different. You know, we're gonna feel the presence of the Lord, but even then, the Most High Yahweh, he is for a reason, man. You know, and the evidence of his might is throughout creation, man. Just go to the beach and look at the water, man. You know, look at the moon. You know how immense the moon is, and it just does what it's always supposed to do. The sun, you know. But this is let me see, Psalms 50:16. But unto the wicked God saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee? Right. So you can't take this covenant, even though you claim to be the people of the Lord, right? Because this is not for you. And at the end of the day, you're the wicked. So you want to be the Jew, but then you don't want to defend the righteousness of the Lord and defend what is right. You see, the brother Marakab put Ecclesiastes 10:16 in the NLT. What sorrow for the land ruled by a servant. Woo! The land whose leaders feast in the morning. Yep. Yeah, the land ruled by a servant, and that's Esau, man. You know, you're not meant for that position. You know, for brothers that seen Game of Thrones, again, I said spoilers, so. But Aegon, that's what it reminded me of, man. Aegon is just like Esau. He's not meant to be in that position. And what happened? He was going towards war based off of his own foolish decisions, man. He was leading his whole kingdom into war, into a conflict, you know? Proverbs 15:3, the eyes of Yahweh are in every place, beholding the evil and the good, right? The eyes of the Lord, the angels, and even us. You know, we're angels in men's bodies. So that's another branch of the Lord's eyes being out here. And that's what we do. We witness the wickedness. You know, the scriptures talk about the two witnesses. So, and, you know, that's dealing with the elect. But you have us here. What Lord's will we be those men? What are we here for? We're witnessing everything that's going on and giving a report. All right. We're expounding on it and exposing it through the Spirit of the Lord. All right. So, you know, that was that. You know, I don't want to not to cut the lesson off short, but we gotta get into some things today. So Lord's will I could tap in on another lesson. Because I tried to do this earlier and I wasn't able to because of technical difficulties. I wasn't able to get internet connection. Every time I try to go live, it kept cutting off my internet. But I guess where I'm at now is not too bad. So, but yeah, Lord's will, this is an edifying lesson. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Akakwadash. Hey, shalom to the elect. Lord's will, I'll catch you on the next one. Shalom.